My first trimester is over! Woo! It has not exactly been a smooth ride. Let's talk regrets and favorites. Hi, I'm Claire. On this channel, we talk about research on pregnancy and parenting. And sometimes, like today, we ignore the research and talk about our own lives. I just hit 13 weeks gestation, and I think technically the first trimester ends at like 13 and a half weeks, but I'm calling it a victory no matter what. Today, I thought we could look back on the first trimester and talk favorites and least favorites. None of this is sponsored or anything. I just want to help you avoid my mistakes and live at a similar level of luxury. Emotionally, this trimester has been really wild and really fun. Although we were trying to get pregnant, I didn't think it happened that particular month. I'll link a video about why. So the positive test came as a huge shock. My husband was napping in the next room, and when I saw the positive line appear, I reached for my phone like I was gonna, I don't know, call my best friend before him. I really have no idea. Once I calmed down, I kept pulling up my shirt and shouting, "Hello?" like the baby would respond. And of course, telling our families was such a high, especially because this is the first grandchild on both sides. His mom cried, my mom shouted so much that she hurt my dad's ears. Everyone was very, very happy. Basically, the first trimester has been disgusting. Thank you for asking. I've been nauseous, I've been constipated, I've had heartburn. I also had a bit of spotting around 5 weeks, and the doctor was worried that it could be an ectopic pregnancy, so we got an early ultrasound. I was so scared on the ultrasound table, and the ultrasound tech was really, really stern. When she finally showed us the heartbeat, I burst into full body heaving sobs. Sobbing while someone holds an ultrasound wand inside you is a level of intimacy I really did not expect or want with that particular ultrasound tech. This whole experience has been so new and disorienting that I've made some interesting choices. Let me share a few of my regrets. Easy one right off the bat, I paid $75 for a prenatal meditation app when other apps are free or cost way less, and I do not reliably meditate. I really cannot tell you what I was thinking. I think I was in a panic. I don't even want to talk about this next one, but let's get it out of the way and never think of it again. Food regrets. I've had a lot of cravings and food aversions, and my biggest regret there is buying or making a lot of any one craving because for me they tended to pass. So at the start of my pregnancy, I was really into sour things. And I don't even want to remember this because it makes me queasy, but I made this huge batch of savory lemon oatmeal with peas! Oh God, I thought I was gonna like it so much that I individually portioned it out and froze a bunch of it. And of course, after even just a few days, seeing that in the freezer disgusted me. I had to psych myself up with music just to throw it out. And the same goes for less gross cravings, like a giant box of Sour Patch Kids or lemon ginger tea. These aren't things that I normally eat, and I quickly started associating the taste of them with the nausea I was feeling during that part of my pregnancy, so now I want nothing to do with them. I also regret buying certain medications and vitamins. I definitely regret buying Colace, which is a stool softener, because as I found in another video, research shows it does nothing. I also regret buying regular Tums. This is just a personal thing, but I've always gagged when trying to eat Tums. It's the chalky texture. I really can't imagine why I thought it would go better during the most nauseated 3 months of my life. Another regret, I should have read the dosing materials about my prenatal vitamins. These prenatals seemed great in the store. They had the right doses of all the nutrients I was looking for. It wasn't until I got home that I read that you have to take it 4 times a day. I take all my other pills at night, so keeping up with this during the day was really hard. And plus these pills are really fat around. It's not like they're long, they're just thick. And swallowing them kind of hurt going down. I found a way better alternative. These Walgreens prenatals have similar nutritional content and you only have to take them once a day. Plus they're not as thick. It hasn't all been foolish prenatal purchases. I have also been really grateful for so many things these last few months. I think the ones I'll remember the longest are the small acts of kindness. I have a wonderful partner and a very supportive family, and they have done so many things for me, big and small, but the ones that stand out the most are the gestures that showed that someone really understood what I was struggling with at the time. When we flew home to visit my parents for Christmas, they knew I was really nauseous. And without me even asking, my dad had Nilla wafers waiting in the car when he picked us up at the airport. Such a great choice for a nauseated person. Along the same lines, there was one nauseated day when my husband surprised me with French fries. They just really hit the spot, and I was almost as happy as the day he proposed. This next act of kindness also brings me to a favorite purchase. I mentioned before that I'm a big baby and I can't chew Tums. To find me an alternative, my husband camped out in the medicine aisle Googling every anti-nausea, anti-heartburn medication for pregnancy safety. And he brought me my new best friend, Tums Chewy. Not chewable, chewy. They have the taste and texture of candy. True to their word, they are not chalky, and they are a damn delight. I've also got to give props to Beano. This has been a gassy time for me, and I appreciate the ability to preempt some of that. Next, let's talk about clothing. My favorite things here are not purchases, but clothing I saved from times when my body was bigger in the past. When I noticed my body growing this time, I didn't have to run out and buy maternity clothes or feel embarrassed that my pants didn't fit. I just fished some old favorites out of a bin in the basement. I don't think the strategy is going to work forever because I've never been pregnant. I don't have any maternity clothing in that bin, but it's been a really good stopgap. And probably the best thing in that bin has been my Land's End Starfish pull-on pants. They are so soft, so forgiving. Even on my most bloated days, I experience 100% comfort in these pants. I've also noticed some soreness and changes in my breasts, and I have been really grateful for my Panache underwired sports bra, which is comfortable yet supportive, and for True & Co bras, which are flexible enough that they never cause me any soreness. While we're on the topic of comfort, I have to praise some pillows. My body pillow is the Uban Premium Adjustable Loft Quilted Body Pillow, and I love it. It's much more dense and firm than your average body pillow, which means it can take a lot of your weight. I've started experiencing soreness and numbness in my hips when I'm in bed. My doctor said that the muscles in the pelvis kind of relax and things shift in there during pregnancy, which can result in these new sore spots. She suggested sleeping at an angle, like turning your body 45 degrees to the side to take the pressure off. This pillow makes that really easy and comfortable, almost like sleeping on my stomach, which really helps with the pain. I also have to give credit to my reading pillow. This is the Linen Spa Shredded Foam Pillow. No one needs a reading pillow. They are large and somewhat unattractive. But if you need to rest, and you know that lying all the way down is going to trigger your heartburn, you will be glad that you have this. Lounging with this thing feels luxurious. Let's close out with some free advertising for the foods that got me through my worst days. Applesauce! When you're too nauseous for every other food, bet you can still eat tiny spoonfuls of applesauce. And nothing goes better with applesauce than little tiny bites of saltines. The incomplete breakfast of first trimester champions. But let's not forget dessert. When even water sounds unappealing, try popsicles. Other honorable mentions include buttered toast, frozen green beans, and Panera tomato soup. So there you have it. I regret some foods, I like some foods, and I am wearing bigger pants. How about you? Any favorites or regrets? I will check back in with you to see how all this changes at the end of the second trimester. Until my next video, I am applesauce connoisseur, Claire in progress.